It is October 1st, which means it's time for another channel update video. We had one in between the July one and this one, which is still, I guess, the most relevant update as far as the channel is concerned, which was that you can now join the channel. In the meantime, you can also subscribe to my Twitch channel. All of those options now exist. Other than that, I don't know. Growth-wise, the channel has sort of evened out a bit. We're not in decline, I would say, but it's like the steady increase is sort of starts to slow down a bit. Probably part of that is bingo, I would say, because bingo is still like the main thing going on the channel, and I feel like the interest in bingo outside of like the core group has sort of dwindled, and in not just like in terms of my videos, but Brian has been taking a break from bingo for a while, or is still taking and has been for a while, and it just seems to be in sort of a ebbs and flows. And there's a bingo ebb right now. I think that's fair to say. And since that is like the main thing on the channel, it makes sense that like growth would slow down. Subscriber wise, I don't know. I don't think we're still just above 1,000. It hasn't really changed since we hit that. I guess it's like going up, down, up two, down two, up two, down two kind of thing. It's not really changing much right now, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. Growth is always weird on YouTube. It's inconsistent. It was very consistent for me for a long while, but that also has changed. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not doing enough different stuff. Maybe it's just too much bingo in terms of like an analytics thing. But I don't really want to look into it like that. I don't know. And I want to keep playing bingo because I still don't have that second sub 20. So we need to just keep going. Power through. We'll be fine. Anyway, what did we do since July 1st? I don't know, honestly. We played a lot of bingo, obviously. The most viewed stuff in that last quarter actually is our stuff from before. Antichamber, Crimson Torrent, Twist Labs, Ruby Caverns. That's like really old stuff. Totality. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what did we do? What did we actually do? We played. Did we play Antichamber? No, that was before, right? Yeah, that was before. What did I do? I didn't do much. I think I played. Let's start with the recent stuff. I started playing Anachronist, which for some reason is pronounced like that, because it's not anachronism, it's anachronism. Because English is just really frustrating with like loan words from Greek and Latin, because it makes no sense. Like there's a lot of examples. I don't remember which one I gave to maybe before, but that's not a one. Like you have a word like thesis is a word, and it's thesis, and anti is anti whatever. But if the opposite of a thesis is not an antithesis, no, it's an antithesis. Why would you just, if you put two words together, why would you just take that first syllable from the second word and like tuck it on to the first one, and then just, it makes no sense. And you keep doing that. It's so weird. It really is weird. I don't know. And just from like German pronunciations, it's always hard because those are very similar like words, of course, because they're like Greek or Latin. They're not like German or English, but you just pronounce them very differently in English than you would in German, and probably most other languages. Maybe not. I don't know. It might be wrong of me to say, but it feels like I'm right, you're wrong. That sort of thing. But I'll adapt anyway. So we started playing that. It's a lot of fun. I've recorded 4 episodes so far, and we've been making steady progress. I'm really enjoying it. What else did we do? We played The Minus, which was a great puzzle map, I thought. Could have done with a little more polish, maybe a little more experience in terms of map making, and what's possible within Minecraft, but still a really, really good map. Hopefully they'll make, whoever that was, Frank A or Franca, I don't know. Hopefully they make another map, because that was fun, and I'd like to see if they can't maybe step it up a little more. What else? What else? Horrify. That's been going on since last week of August, maybe something like that. Very good map, very hard map, very big map, very long map. It's gonna be a while, but Renda has done a good job, I think, as far as I can judge that. At this point, we're not nearly done. But it seems it still doesn't feel like perfection to me. I still think he can do even better in some ways, but I think if you look at, I really haven't played the early Render maps. We started with Corona Trials, right? Yeah, but there's like a steady increase in a lot of stuff too. Like it's getting better with every iteration. I can't wait to see what he comes up with next. I hope he comes up with something next, but I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. What else did we do? I don't know. I really don't know. I played through Snakebird. I started playing through Robo Instructors and then sort of abandoned that halfway through because I suck. No, because I went on vacation, and then after that, it's just been, I don't know. I have not been able to get back into it, and right now there's just too much stuff going on for me to really worry about that. But I'll get back to it. I'm sure I will. I don't know. There must be more stuff, right? I think the room 3, that was this quarter. I'm pretty sure. So I played that. That was good too. I think they're coming out with a VR version now, or like a new game that's just VR exclusive. So I'm not going to be able to play that unless I invest in a VR setup, which, unless like 1,000 people decide to join the channel today, I don't think that's going to happen. It doesn't have to be 1,000, but I don't know. Because I would have to upgrade probably more. I need more space. I would have to change a lot of things around, I think. So probably unlikely for the short term. And the long term, I would like to do VR stuff for sure. Just for not even just for, I don't know if it's really all that great for like YouTube and streaming stuff, but just for I'm curious, basically. I want to see. I don't know. We did more stuff. I'm sure we did more stuff. Maybe not though. It's been very much just the same sort of stuff, bingo, and then something else after that. And there were some breaks in there. I think after my vacation, it's always like that. It's just hard to get everything back up to speed and get the backlogs back and all of that, especially with bingo. Because bingo is cruel sometimes. Man, I just recorded a bingo run before this one, and man, it's devastating. It really is, man. I don't know. What else is new? I don't really know. I'm planning on streaming some horror stuff for, October, Halloween. I think, I might. There might be a stream later today if you're watching this when it comes out, so October 1st. I'm not sure when I'll start. I don't want to start too late. So it depends on how things go until then. But I want to do at least a little, just to have the first one out of the way kind of thing. I think we're going to start with Minecraft horror maps. I have 3 that I've already downloaded that I'm definitely going to play, and then I haven't really looked the last couple of days if there are any new ones, and I haven't really looked at all of them because there were a bunch of pages. I just went back to the last one that I remembered from last year and then looked from there on forward in chronological order. And there was one sequel to a map that we played 2 years ago that I want to play, and then there was a 2 maps thing, it's the same. A series of 2, I guess, that looked good, and I downloaded those 2. And then I have some games. I have a list somewhere. Actually, let me see if I can find it. There's too many different pages of notes. I have 3 games, I think, that we might play. I'm not promising anything. We might not play any of them if something else comes up. Inside, the Initiate and Conarium, which I don't know anything about Conarium. I just got that for free on the Epic Store, and it says it's a horror game. The Initiate, I think, is more like a spooky puzzle type game, which might be very nice as a change of pace game or something. I also need to look up how long they are and see how, because with the stream stuff, Like with YouTube stuff, I don't really mind longer games, but for streaming, like we need to get this done within October, and I'm not going to stream that much, as you all know. So we'll see how that goes. And then there's some other options too that I'm not willing to discuss right now. But yeah, if you have any ideas, any suggestions, like cheap horror games, free horror games, or Minecraft horror maps that you know are good or think are good, let me know. Leave a comment below and all that stuff. You know how this works. If you're not new to YouTube, I'm sure. And then, yeah, I wanted to do more for the like scary alerts and stuff. I haven't really done that yet though, which is another reason why maybe I shouldn't stream today, and I should just do that instead and then stream. But I won't be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. It's bad. But yeah. So basically, we have the same spooky stream layout and notifications or like alerts from last year, just extended to subs and bits, which weren't a thing last year. Last year was just photos and hosts, I think. And now it's, well, I think raids too. Raids, bits, subs, photos, all of that has spooky alert and stuff now. Hosts too, still, I think. And didn't touch that. Layout wise, I don't know. Maybe I'll look and find, like, it's easy, relatively easy at least, to add like more like sounds. So if I find some more new spooky royalty free sound effects, I might just throw them in there and have more variety. Because the more, I feel like the more different sounds there are, the scarier they get, because you don't get used to them as quickly. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it can scare me. Like jump scares usually work pretty fine on me still, as long as they're like well executed. Like there needs to be some like, obviously like suspense of disbelief is like a huge thing with horror stuff, because obviously like on a rational level, like not like I'm sitting here in a chair, like there's not that much that's actually scary in the game. So you need to do like a decent job of like letting me do that, like the suspension of disbelief, so that I can immerse myself in the world of the game or the map, and then the jump scares work well, because then like you're sort of primed for it, but it's still scary. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Anyway, yeah, is that everything? Is there something else I wanted to say? There might be other things I wanted to say. But yeah, if you haven't like checked in on the streams ever, or not in a long time, there's a link in the description below. Yeah, give me some bits. Give me some bits. Give me your Twitch primes. Let's sell out or something. I don't know. I'm bad at that. Don't give me anything. Anyway, I think that's all. It must be, right? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm not well prepared. Also, I wanted to do the channel update outside again, but then I went for a run instead, and then it was too late. Yeah. But I need to run. I still need like 30k to finish my goal of 200 for the year, and that's not that much. But it was really, really warm and sunny out today, so I needed to get that run in. And it's getting dark so soon now. Like I miss, not really the really intense heat. I don't need that, but like I need warm, I need sun. And I really like those long days where it's just like the sun doesn't set until like 9 basically. That's like perfect. But now it's getting dark so soon, which just makes it much harder to like get runs in and stuff. Because yeah, I don't have like I need like a lamp thing, a flashlight for my forehead basically, and then but no, not that's too silly. That's too silly. And like running in the dark is just, I will have to run a different lap somewhere where there's like some light, because I can't just run out into the wilderness at night. Not that I'm scared or anything, but it's just like an injury risk. You don't see where you're stepping. Basically, that's the thing. Don't want to trip or like twist my ankle or something silly like that. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Yeah, let's just wrap it up here. It's 15 minutes. It's long anyway. I don't know how I always do that. I'm very good at just, oh, we're basically done, and then I keep talking for 10 more minutes, and I don't really say much. That's just a skill I've acquired over the years, the almost 6 years of being, I want to say a YouTuber, but I can't go anywhere else with that sentence now. But yeah, that's it. Check in on the stream. Link is in the description below. It's twitch.tv/NoLiveGlowLP. And that's it. Thanks for another good quarter. Thanks for lots of comments and likes. And the first 2 channel memberships, and I don't know how many, I think 4 subscriptions on Twitch or something like that. It's all very much appreciated. And yeah, it does help out. I mean, it's nice to get some more money in like that. Because maybe, you know, like, keep growing this community, keep growing the channel, keep growing everything around it. And then maybe, you know, maybe get it to a spot where it, like, sort of pays enough to justify the time I put in, and maybe put in even more time then or something. I don't know. Like, I know you shouldn't, it's always sort of unappealing to talk about money. I get that. And it's always like the like consensus seems to be like, you do YouTube because you enjoy doing it, and not at all for money, no matter how much money you actually make off of it. And I get that. But I think most, like, if you ask like lots of like small or mid-size like YouTubers, if you ask them if they would like to be able to like support themselves just doing that, I'm sure they would all like to give it a shot, or most of them at least. It's just like, yeah, like, if we could somehow turn like a hobby into something that like pays the bills, obviously it sounds like a good deal, at least from like looking from the outside. It does. Anyway, that's it. Enough rambling. I'll see you soon. Maybe today, maybe later today on stream. And otherwise, I'll just see you around, I'm sure. And that's it. Thanks again, and bye-bye.